All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Garnett out there with Towns. And it's Rubio in at the point guard position. Now, here is Russell. Just 5 to shoot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Russell's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Los Angeles. Big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped.
NBA appearance from Gonzalez.
He's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter of the game. Clarkson kicks to Freak. Lets the three fly, and that one's good. Gonzalez with his first bucket in the NBA. What a feeling he's got to have right now. Pekovic with a screen, and it's Miller penetrating. A three ball. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Lakers in 5th.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Lakers leading by 11. Clarkson dishes to Freak. Fires the three. Miller grabs the miss. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. He feeds it to Pekovic. Prince outside. Back to Pekovic. Miller outside. Shoots the three. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Clarkson passes to Gonzalez. Shoots it up. That's good on the jump shot. Gonzalez has got his second basket of the night.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Lakers lead by 13. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, earlier we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment my entire life. Now that it's finally here, the feeling's pretty crazy. But I know it's just the beginning. I got a lot of hard work ahead of me to get to where I want to go, to be the best player and the best teammate I can be. But this is an exciting first step, no doubt.
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective for most rookies, do you?
You really don't, Kevin. I mean, I really like his approach to the game. What remains to be seen, though, is will that translate to consistent production on the court?
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Tayshaun Prince out there with Jang. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad. Then it's Miller, and it's Pekovic in at the center position. All by himself. Up the floor. And Freak throws it down. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in, yet he's money from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league.
Okay, gentlemen, two shots.
And that one falls for Nikola Pekovic. And back to Pekovic at the free throw line. Clark, he has consistently been around 75% for his career.
And Kevin, last season he got that number up to 84%. And he also gives you really good effort in the paint on both ends of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Tarek Black. Bass comes in for Julius Randle. Young's checked in for Metta World Peace. And it's Russell in for Clarkson. It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. Martin kicks to Pekovic. That's good. Pekovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
And, you know, even though the Wolves have been out of the playoffs so long, you get the sense it won't be too much longer. They've got a really nice core to build around, and I think could be special, especially Andrew Wiggins.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Gonzalez, that's good.
And as you mentioned, the Wolves could be back in the playoffs in due time. They are headed in the right direction. Some mistakes have been made along the way, but you have to like their future now.
Rubio against Russell. Towns dishes to Pekovic. It's stolen by Bass. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. He kicks it to Russell. 4 on the clock. The leaner. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside, Martin. Pekovic with the screen for Rubio. That's good from Pekovic on the assist by Rubio. 8 points for Nikola Pekovic.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Bass passes to Russell. Gonzalez against Martin. Back to Russell. Bass, a screen on Rubio. Here's Russell. Again, Russell missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
There's the screen. Towns kicks to Martin. The three-pointer is right on target. Martin's got 7.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Here's Gonzalez. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Wiggins, no luck, and the Lakers take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Los Angeles with another miss. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Roy Hibbert. Lakers were awful in a lot of aspects last season, and their play at home was a major one. Greg, they just couldn't do anything at home, and I think the fans were giving up hope as well.
And given how pricey those Laker tickets are, Kevin,
yeah,
there was a lot to be salty about in Laker land. So can't be a bottom dweller and charge that much for seats.
And Hibbert hits them both. And who has been a dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Los Angeles on top, running away with this one. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. You all get a huge pat on the back for the defense you're playing. Whatever approach they've used, we've stopped. Tremendous determination on D. I will point out that all the steals we got in that half as something we can build on. We pestered them with our D. That was great. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. All right, guys, I know we got a healthy lead, but we cannot let up against this tougher team. Let's go.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Freak. He has 15 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
You know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
They've got Young. Timberwolves trail by 19. And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. 1 year out from the big Kevin Love for Andrew Wiggins trade, and you have to think that the Wolves are pleased. Wiggins, Clark, has looked amazing.
Yeah, to get talent from a player who wants out is one thing. To get a player of Wiggins' caliber is a whole nother level, and that's a good get for the Wolves.
And for the Love and Wiggins trade, we knew that it could take several years to properly evaluate, but Wiggins was just so good his rookie season.
And he's good on the second.
And I think that is a key part. Wiggins was so much better than anyone expected as a rookie. People figured it would take him several years to develop, but he was the most NBA-ready player of the class, and I think that caught a lot of people off guard.
It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts. Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Los Angeles with another miss.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking. Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Russell against Rubio. Outside, Martin. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock. We've seen Kevin Martin getting it done. He has 14 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
That's good from Martin.
You know, one thing we saw a lot of last season during the playoffs was the hack-a-shack plan, pretty much purposely fouling a poor free throw shooter. A lot of differing opinions on it, as it wasn't fun to watch for the viewers, but many feel it's a legitimate part of the game if it works.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Lakers. Williams comes in for Russell.
Well, I tell you guys, when you look at this Wolves team, I mean, the outlook is really bright. A lot of young talent that's fitting together nicely. Good skill set. I think this group could be one to watch and really good going forward. And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Rubio dishes to Towns. Martin with the screen for Towns. Got a piece of it. And here is Williams. Passes to Gonzalez. Fade away. Rubio with the rebound. Rubio's got his 4th rebound in this one. So for the Timberwolves last year, Greg kind of traded into the top overall pick. getting the Wiggins deal, which means 2 consecutive years of having number one. They're beginning to put together the ingredients.
I think they have a core to ultimately be formidable when you talk about that Western Conference. And to pick up Zach LaVine in that same draft, that was a nice selection as well. And don't discount what Flip Saunders brings to the table in terms of coaching and teaching these young players.
Los Angeles leading by 19 points. Here's Gonzalez. Again, Los Angeles.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having. Now at where the Timberwolves ranked in the NBA last year. 6th in free throw percentage, 7th in points off turnovers. And they made their way. I mean, this is a team that really emphasized chasing down missed shots, and they did a pretty good job of it.
And you look at their free throw percentage, not to be overlooked. I mean, this was a team, I thought, that did a really good job of taking advantage of their opportunities.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. World Peace comes in for Brandon Bass, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Young.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Here's Gonzalez. Shot is off. Wiggins with some nice D. 4 on 3 as they bring it up.
That's his first personal foul.
And Andre Miller, what a virtuoso floor general he has been. By far the career leader in assists among active players. Over 1,000 more assists than the next guy on the list, which is Chris Paul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Miller. Getting back to Miller last year, he was 16th in the league, which is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, a couple of things happened. I thought he slowed down a little and he was playing behind John Wall. That led to the fewest minutes per game of his career, and the rest of his stats kind of followed suit.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Prince is checked in, and he can't hit the second. Lakers leading by 18. Outside Gonzalez. Here's World Peace. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Miller, the pass to Dang. Down low. Tipped away. Clarkson with the ball. He's against Jang. Got that one up quick. And now it's 27 points for Freak. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Here's the three. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Prince against Williams. Miller outside. To the inside to stop the run. That's good on the jump shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Freak kicks to Williams. Again, the Lakers.
Oh, an awful lot to like about that shot from Williams.
Begovic with a screen. It's Miller on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Muhammad with it. Gonzalez on him. Clock at 4. Here's Miller. And Gonzalez pulls it down. Gonzalez has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Freak. Gonzalez has got 3 assists now in this one. Prince outside. Miller with a screen on Williams. Pass to Muhammad. Jang a screen. It's stolen by Gonzalez. By himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Muhammad dishes to Begovic. It's stolen by Randall. Clarkson with the ball. He's against Miller. Gonzalez. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Gonzalez has got 34 points. Miller, the pass to Dang. Feeds it to Prince to halt the run, and that one's good. Prince has got 9. We've got 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Clarkson kicks to Freak. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers ahead as they end the 3rd quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Here's Miller. So on the floor for Minnesota. Bialica is out there with Payne. Then it's Miller. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. And it's Levine in at the 2.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
And last season, really a tale of 2 halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
With the fadeaway. Here's Black. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable.
Gonzalez's shot is off. The Timberwolves shooting straight 49% from the field. Payne with a screen for Miller. Fires at the elbow. Levine can't hit. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Gonzalez. Rebound, Minnesota. And that one's good. Russell.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Russell against Miller. Payne with a screen for Miller. 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Sacre with the block. Russell dishes to Freak. The pass to Black. Round kicks to Freak. To the left wing. Russell passes to Gonzalez. The three. No good. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
You know, he's been off his game this.
Whoa!
Good. Woo. Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
For the three. Rebound collected by Levine.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide-open opportunities.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, every season there seems to be a player who is at the end of their contract. They'll have talent and they'll be traded to a team looking for an extra piece. It's the ultimate risk-reward move, if you will, in the NBA.
And trading assets for a player that can walk at the end of the year is the big risk GMs take. And last season, Clark, it happened with the Rondo trade.
And to a lesser extent, the whole Kevin Love deal made prior to the season would fit into that category as well.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Great open look there. Levine's got 6 here in this quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, go Laker girls!
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Robert Sacre. Bass comes in for Tariq Black. Young's checked in for Brown. And Kobe is subbed in for Gonzalez. So it's the Lakers now. Outside. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Gorgie Dang's checked in for the Timberwolves. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Ricky Rubio. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Clarkson dishes to Freak. Fades and shoots. And that one's good. Gonzalez has got 36.
Kevin, gorgeous fadeaway there. I mean, that's one way to beat some tight defense.
Here's Garnett. Hits that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here's Gonzalez. Can't get it to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And Muhammad kicks to Zhang, and he dunks it down.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so this victory tonight will give them the front end of what I believe will be a knockdown, drag-out season series, folks. They win the first of what will be 3 this year against the Timberwolves.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Zhang with a screen on world peace. Garnett kicks to Towns. And Gonzalez pulls it down. The fader. Minnesota with the rebound. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Muhammad. He's guarded by Gonzalez. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's his third foul. At the line for the Lakers, Karl-Anthony Towns. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns. Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. Three-pointer. No good. Dishes to Randall. Kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Gonzalez. Goes back up. Cannot hit. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game. And Kenny, you had some words earlier while the game was going on. What do you think?
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.